Rise up with the whole enthusiasm you've got to achieve your set goals for today. And that is why we are welcoming you to today's edition of the program, Good Morning Abuja. And it is coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. My name is Deborah Abba Usman. And on today's edition of the program, we're going to inform you, we're going to educate you, and of course, entertain you on the show today. So if you're still in bed, please rise up so we can do the right together. And you know how we do it every morning. Let's start with our motivational talk to put us in the right frame of mind.
Turning setbacks into step-ups for success. Failure is not a person, it's an event. So setbacks do not necessarily mean that you're a failure, but mean that you have gone through an event which have the capacity to make you a better person. I've realized personally that many times what we call success is failure on several occasions. What I mean by that is this: before a person can get it right on the drama stage or on the acting stage, several rehearsals must have gone on. In the course of the rehearsal, there are several experiences, mistakes, errors, but these are only meant to help the actor adjust properly for the main stage. In the same way, some of the experiences we have that look like failure or setbacks are actually opportunities to learn better ways to get things done. By failing or by making mistakes, we're able to know how not to do something or how not to do it the next time. So actually the man or the woman who has had certain setbacks is likely to have better experiences and is likely to get things done excellently than one who has made no attempt at all. Fear of failure should not make you withdraw or make you not take the steps that you ought to take. Fear of failure or fear of setbacks or fear of not getting it right is a very major disadvantage to anyone who imbibes such an attitude. You must be open to make mistakes, for in making mistakes, we learn more. In making mistakes, we get better. In making mistakes, we arrive at the point of excellence. A mentor is better when this mentor has gone through experiences that could be seen as failures or setbacks. You have a better relevance to the youths or to the people in the society when you don't just display yourself as a picture of a perfect person, but someone who has gone through certain experiences, yet you stood out strong in spite of it all. I'm encouraging you today to embrace every opportunity that comes your way and see failure as an opportunity for you to achieve success. What is it that you did? What are the things you didn't do right? What are the better ways that this thing could be done? Rather than lie down crying or sit down on the floor crying because of the setback of failure, pick the head and forge ahead, and you get better results. Be inspired, be motivated. The end is not yet. There are still greater things ahead of you, and all you need to do is, like I said, pick the lessons, know how to get things done better, ask questions, and then move forward. Don't forget, you can turn your setbacks into setups for success.
Thank you so much, Cornelius Haruna, for that wonderful motivational talk, for inspiring us on how we can turn our setback into stepping stone for our success every day. We do really appreciate you. And moving on our show today, let's bring you our Keep Fit segment. Let's go do general body exercise.
It's genius.
that was our Keep Fit segment, and we know you had joined in to do some exercises with us. Please, every morning on this show, we always advise you to make exercise your priority, because a healthy body is a healthy mind. And when you are healthy, you are ready to deliver on your activities every day. Now, let's bring you our very first break on the show. When we come back, we'll have so much lined up for your viewing pleasure.
Us to say our goodbyes on the program. As usual, I remain your host of the most, Omaride with Erese, and I'll always be here with my bestie.
Je m'appelle Oguntayo Olamposi Justina.
Speaking French now, from Jordan to Sweden.
Adios.
Welcome back from the break, and it's good to know you have rejoined us again on the program Good Morning Abuja, and it is coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. And now to our conversation segment. This morning we'll be talking about finding resilience and perseverance in our daily lives, and I have a counselor as well as a life coach with us this morning to talk to us about perseverance and resilience. Help me welcome Evangelist Rufus Adesanya Hastrop to the program. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thanks so much for having me this morning.
All right.
It's a pleasure to be with you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now, as we talk about finding resilience and perseverance in everyday's lives, now talk to us. What are those qualities, the strengths that we need to build to stand ready, to face anything that could bring about obstacle? Just how to be resilient and keep our perseverance as well.
This your topic cannot come anytime earlier than this.
Okay.
Because it is very, very relative and important as well. Because owing to what is happening around the world today, there is so much pressure in the land.
Yes, pressure,
frustration,
everywhere,
depression, and all that. But the first point I would like to make is this. People need to understand that challenges will definitely come. Whatever that you do. And over time, failure has been described as an integral part to success.
Wow.
So there's no how you can, avoid it. It's part of life. So you should be able to prepare yourself.
Okay.
Moving forward in life, it is expected. So that is why resilience comes in. Ability to bounce back and to recover what you have lost, in a way of challenge. So now, like they say, it is not that you fall that is important now.
It is the ability to rise again.
Yes, to bounce back.
Okay.
For instance, now, let me give a very simple analogy about resilience.
Okay.
You see this rubber band?
Yeah.
If you stretch it, it will expand.
Exactly.
And once you drop it, what happens? It contrasts. Yes, that is just resilience.
Okay.
So ability to bounce back after a challenge.
Okay.
So it is normal.
Okay.
You have to pass through it. And that is why perseverance also is important. So all these now become what I call procedural behavior.
Okay.
That is, it now become a pattern. What you do every day, routinely in your life. So you prepare your mind that, look, as I'm going out this morning, I can face challenges. I'm not deterred. I'm not worried. I'm not perturbed. I have the capacity to build that inner strength. Yes, in a way to overcome or surmount anything that comes my way. I'm not ready to give up until my desire or my goals are achieved. Yes,
wow.
That is what we're we are seeing this.
Very, very interesting. Now that I have given us this background to what resilience is all about, that is the inner strength that we have inside of us. Let me take that as a simple definition of resilience.
Exactly.
I want you to, in one way or just one sentence, give us again a very simple definition of perseverance.
Yes, perseverance has to do with that steadfastness.
Oh,
Yes, steadfastness when you persist on something.
okay.
But perseverance always goes along patience.
Be
So
patient.
when you allow things to come after a while, when you are not so much in a hurry to get things done, because like they say, anyone who is always in a hurry will lose everything.
Lose.
And I would like to say this now directly to our youth.
Okay.
What we call this get rich quick syndrome is always there. Even the so-called wealth comes after a process. Wealth is a process. There is nothing you can achieve in a hurry. So resilience, one hand, perseverance, another hand. So you now, add the two together to now give you kind of a inner strength in a way to adapt to challenges in life.
Okay.
Change, adaptability is very important.
Okay.
Whereby you have to adjust yourself to anywhere or anyhow you find yourself. Meanwhile, not forgetting your vision and your goal. That is determination. Perseverance also is part of determination. You are not deterred. Whatever happened. Let me give you an instance.
Okay.
Last month, October, thereabout, some lawyers were called to bar in Abuja. And there was a particular lady, her story was quite emotional. And she said she has tried this call to bar 9 times.
9 times.
Yes, you hear the story, right?
Yes.
9 times. That is resilience.
Yes,
that
she
is
refused to give up.
She refused to give up. Yes. So at the end of the day, she got that call to bar, and now she is a barrister.
Yes.
So we say to our, viewers anywhere, please don't give up. But that means before you cannot give up, you need to be convinced about your goals. Some people, maybe they do things as per the level that others are doing it.
Okay.
No, you need to be very, very concerned and be committed to your goal and to your vision. Once you have that commitment at the back of your mind, you are ready to face anything that comes your way. Now, no gain, no cross, no crown. So that's basic principles of life.
Okay, thank you so much, and I'm so much enjoying this conversation, talking about the inner strength and talking about not giving up, talking about keep pushing until you get it. Now, you were able to give us one practical illustration that crowned the whole thing up. Now, when we talk about trying to surmount obstacles in life, you have been a counselor and a life coach for a while. You have seen so many practical examples. I want you to share one with us in a way of obstacles that one can surmount as you try to achieve that goal.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
You see, in life,
Yes.
even people who are not Muslims or Christians or religious practitioners, they understand something.
Okay.
The earth or the world is being controlled by a supernatural agency.
Okay.
Yes, that is very, very important. Whether you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a traditional worshiper, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So people have acknowledged now that, look, this life is not ordinary.
It's not.
What am I saying?
It's spiritual.
Yeah, it's spiritual.
Okay.
Yes, spiritual. So what am I saying here is you need to understand your purpose in life.
Okay.
Yes, your purpose in life. So that will now re-engineer your mind.
Okay.
So that, look, are you working in alignment, with your spiritual declaration for your life?
Okay.
Otherwise, nothing you do that will work in life.
Okay.
Another example again, that this very big man, he very intelligent, very brilliant. In fact, his nickname used to be a goal-getter.
Goal-getter.
He's very sure of himself.
Okay.
But one day, God wanted to show him something. That, look, without me, you are nothing. So people today, they struggle. They put so much effort in their daily life, in their career, in their ministry, even in marriage. But at the end of the day, no result, because they think they can rely on their own understanding. So this man, he has been getting goals. achieving results, successes everywhere. But one time, things just went bad for him. He has tried all methodology, nothing seems happening. So one day, he now spoke to his friend, who happens to be a pastor. The pastor now said, let us go back to God in prayer.
That is why we now agree that this life is more of spiritual. Okay, I love that your illustration is so practical.
Yes.
Now that you talked about the inner strength, that is that will make us stand to achieve. Yes, our set objectives, our set goals every day. Now, after being frustrated, you go through pains, you go through a lot of disappointment. How can you, with that inner strength inside of you, recharge quickly, immediately to bounce back, to face another?
Okay, that takes us now to another point.
Okay.
We are called teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yes, teamwork. The Bible says, one will pursue 1,000, and two will pursue 10,000.
Okay.
So there is little or nothing you can achieve when you are alone. Yes, you need counsel. You need to seek for help. Now, like the example I just gave you, the man thought he's a go-getter. Of course, he has been getting goals before. But at the time, he lost focus. Life is too complex than what anyone can understand. In fact, I was made to understand that life is a mystery. Now, what is mystery? Mystery is something that is very difficult to explain or very difficult to understand. So, if you are trying, number one, evaluate the process.
Okay.
Now, what led to the failure in the first place? Am I not doing the right thing? Or perhaps the right methodology or whatever? Or the terrain which I'm working is not supporting my effort? So that is why when you fall, before you rise again or bounce back, in line with definition of resilience, you need to do some check.
Yes.
You appraise the situation. You evaluate the process. What exactly that is leading to my cause? Because if you fall today and just bounce back tomorrow, you are going to do the same thing tomorrow. Like they say, if you keep on doing the same thing all the time, you can never get better results.
Better results.
So, but once you fall, you sit down now and evaluate yourself. Do I need more wisdom? Do I need more advice? Do I need more technical whatever support or whatever? Then by the time you come back again, you are coming back stronger and greater and better than the former.
Thank you so much, sir. And this, my next question is very, very close to what you have just explained to us, talking about motivation. There are so many things in life that motivate us, positively anyway. Yes. I want you to take us through, educate us how we can set a realistic goals. I have someone told me that when you go to some of this workshop and you hear motivational speaker talking, if you're not careful. So how do you think we should set a realistic goals that will be able to achieve it? If you talk about the inner strength, if your strength cannot carry you and you are setting a goal that you cannot achieve, what happens? So how do we set a realistic goals?
Like they say, let me answer that question from this dimension.
Okay.
They say there is no future in comparison.
Okay.
So if you continually compare yourself with another person, you can never be happy.
Okay.
And there's no progress. So you now devise your own goals according to your own purpose in life.
Oh.
In the first place, because there is one unique thing that God has put in you to exhibit, to launch into the stardom. Now, are you aware the principle of humans is competition?
Yeah.
But the principle of divine is creativity.
It's creativity.
So that's one thing that God has put in you. Over 8 billion people in the whole world, different DNA.
Identify yours.
Identify yours.
Exploit.
So setting your goals now, in line with your question, you need to look inward. So what are the deposits of God in my life?
Wow.
My ability, my strength, my weakness.
Okay.
So based on that, your strength now, you now begin to arrange yourself in the way of your vision.
Okay.
And essentially, before I forget, you need to write down your vision.
Write down your vision. Very, very important.
If possible, in your office, you write it on the wall. If possible,
in your house,
in your kitchen. So as you are passing by, you are watching it. Reason because people lose focus easily.
Wow. If I say, I'll bring up another question, we will not leave here. So in one word, your final word before I let you go. Your one word.
Be positive in life.
Thank you so much. Be positive in life. And when you are positive, you'll be able to achieve a lot of set goals.
Determination
Work for you.
because you have already zeroed in on positivity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your time with us this morning. Evangelist Rufus Adesanya Hastrop. He is a counselor and also a life coach. We do really appreciate your time. All right. Okay. The program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back after now. Stay with us, please.
Welcome you on today's ride on the show Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce.
I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
In the 14th century, 15th, 16th century, and even 17th.
That is for zakah to cure our greed.
The purpose why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided to create humanity.
The Bible talks about a man called Apollos. This is NTA Abuja Channel 5.
See you same time.
And have a great and blessed week ahead.
Good to know you have rejoined us again on the program Good Morning Abuja, and it is coming to you from the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. Yes, it is no longer news that the world is now a global village. This morning, we'll be looking at technology redefining the future works, and I have an IT expert with me who is also the head of communications here this morning to talk to us on how technology has redefined our work. Help us welcome Mark Mohammed Iyodo to the program. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, and good morning, our viewers.
Okay. When we say technology redefining our future, like I said, it's no longer news. Everywhere you go to, if I want to talk to you, right in your village, if you want to communicate with someone outside the shore of this country, technology, internet has made everything easier. Yes, before we go to the how, let's start from this, our AI. How do you think that AI transformation has helped us in making a decision, everyday decision to solve problems?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My viewers, once more, I say beautiful morning it is, and I want to thank you for this immense opportunity to be here in your studio this morning. Let's go straight to talking AI. How AI has helped in helping to transform the system in decision making. AI on its own, if you allow me, I see it as do I say a breakthrough or another big problem solving machine?
Mechanism.
Yes,
All right.
it is in the system. Irrespective of how one views it, and depending on the angle that you think the usage comes from, AI can be very manipulative, and AI have really helped in solving a whole lot of problems. And looking at what technology is all about, technology is just all about problem solving, and AI has helped in solving so many problems. AI is already answering questions, making things easier,
life
very simplified. Things that were very cumbersome, that would have been difficult, and all of that with AI now, they look very, very elementary, very, very simple. That alone should be able to help either government, individual, organizations, and all of that to redirect to redirect their agendas, their activities, to help. He has answered so many questions for them in terms of how do AI help us to solve problems and to make decisions. If an organization want to make a decision or the government of a nation want to make a decision and they believe in the work of AI, like that's why I said, depending on the prisms, the angle that you're looking at it from, what you get from AI and what you are trying to achieve should inform your decision as to where you want to get to and how you want to use AI. In all, I see AI to be very positive because I use it positively.
Positively.
Yes,
It's good we emphasize on the positive aspect of it. Even if they say AI has taken away or is going to take over some people's job, what stops you from measuring up?
That is the point. That's the way I was even going to.
Okay.
Now. As human beings, there is need for us to always grow up, to always better ourselves on our various fields. You know, whatsoever you do, you must step up, you must advance, you must get better, right? You must not stay analogish like where I was 10 years ago. I'm a broadcaster, you know. This has been the system. It's advancing. It's evolving. Things are changing. What do I do? How do I bring some new techniques? How do I make this thing beautiful to keep people glued to my set? How do I get people glued to my show? How do I get people glued to my program? How do I improve? You understand? Because you like it or not, like we said, with the use of AI, somebody can just sit somewhere, design the same you using AI.
Yes, Debbie number 2 can be designed.
Using AI and put it out there, and it's beautiful.
Okay.
You know, though recently we do propaganda,
but not the one with a life anyway. I say Debbie number 2, not the one with a life that breathes.
You still see people say, "Oh, it's AI."
It's AI.
That one is AI. We try to rubbish it,
yes,
right? But communication is communication. It's giving out the message. It's giving out the message.
That is the world
you
we
understand?
are. That is the world we are right now. And this is now bringing me to my next question. Yes, it is no longer news. Internet everywhere, technology, global village. This is the time for innovation. How do you think that technology has helped in building people's creativity? Talking about innovation.
It's helped immensely.
Okay.
It's helped immensely. Yes, I would take example from what this young lad, this boy making way globally now. This Nigerian boy in Ghana.
All right.
The app he just developed.
Wow.
I would take example. I'll take a clue from that. You know, technology. Yes, we are talking problem solving. You know, the process we use in solving problems, using all manner of tools and all of that. And this boy has been able to put the little tools at his own disposal in creating an app that has virtually everything you can find in other mobile apps, just in one single application.
Wow. Talk to me more on that.
Yes.
This is interesting.
Yes, a teenage Nigerian boy that started coding when he was 15. He just finished his ordinary level in secondary school in Ghana.
Wow.
It's called Valentine Chimerem Omeje.
Okay.
He started coding when he was 15. He came up, developed an app. His interest initially, when I interviewed him, was on gaming. Just to play game, cartoon and all of that.
He starts from there. And gradually other things.
From there, started adding up until he developed this app called Hayom now. And what is Hayom? What
does it do?
God bless you for this question. Hayom is a mobile application that does not just make video and audio call.
Please go and develop your own. All right.
Hayom is one mobile application this young man developed now that you can use to do you can live stream with it. And live streaming with it
anywhere you are,
anywhere you are in the world, you can. And when you live stream with it, see how it betters people's life. Answering your question.
Okay.
Live streaming with it helps you to make money, to make additional income.
Wow.
Just like we are live on set now, right? If you are live streaming this program now, and you are live streaming using Hayom, all the Hayom followers, all those that are on Hayom, that are following NTA Abuja, Unity's your station here, and we are enjoying your program, there is tendency or possibility that we'll start donating token to you.
Wow.
And when we donate token, it goes straight into your wallet to which you are live streaming with. Beautiful aspect of it is the fact that unlike other live streaming platform where you need to have a PayPal account, a dollar account. Start thinking of how to convert. In any country you find yourself, and if you do, you live stream with Hey, the money in your wallet comes in the denomination, the currency of that
your country.
You are in Nigeria now. If you live stream in Nigeria, your money comes directly, immediately after your live stream, it comes in Naira. It appears in your account in Naira.
We are so proud of that young man.
And the beautiful aspect of it again is, if people are donating to you, unlike the other apps, that everything 50-50 it is. 50 goes to TikTok, 50 or whatsoever it is, it's always 50-50. This particular app now would allow your gifters, those that are gifting you tokens, right? 2 of them, 25% of your total earning. The app is designed in such a way that 25% of your total earning will be shared back to those that are donating to you.
You know why this is very, very interesting to me? As an organization, with the help of AI, internet, and what the works all likes, we can sit down and develop an act that will be of an advantage
to you guys.
Us.
To you guys.
Yes, and that is what we are talking about. Well, with this, I want you to talk to the youth out there. The youth out there, they want to get it rich now, today. But I believe everything in life is a process. So what do you have to talk to the youth, leveraging the activities of technology that is at our fingertips everywhere?
If I am to talk to the youth, I am one myself, and I am one person.
We are
all youth.
Yeah.
I am one person who has believed so much in patience, and so much in hard work, building credibility in whatsoever you're doing, and still using this young man, small boy, as an example. He just turned 19 now, and the way the knowledge he has the capacity to go sit on the internet and hack people's account, intercept people's money online, pull in a lot of dollars and beginning to use banks and live all manner of large life. But he decided
He did not do that.
He did not do that.
Wow.
He decided to transmit his own knowledge.
Positively.
His own knowledge positively. That would help in solving one of world's problems. Major problem this young man has solved. Do you know that? I'll give you a shocker in this app. This app has a wallet that can take in as much as $5,000 a day and send out as much as $5,000 a day.
Wow.
So meaning there are so much in this app. This app is more of a bank for me now. I save money on the app, on the wallets, on this app, and nobody, you can never know.
You know, when we began this discussion, I say some persons feel the arrival of internet, the works of internet is taking over so many, but we had to debunk it and say there are so many things to do on the internet positively and to our advantage.
So many. It's just up to you.
Yes.
Individual, what do you think you can do? Creative minds sit and think of what next, how can I get better?
How can I get better?
Just like I said earlier on, I'm a broadcaster. How do I improve myself? How do I get better? You know, I want to listen, I want to read more, I want to research more, and all of that.
Yes.
Same way technology
that you can do to help you carry out your research
and better lives of people. It's improving, and the next phase of this application will be out somewhere next year, and that will blow your mind.
Wow.
I don't want to disclose much about it. I keep using him as example.
You know, if we want to sit and discuss about it, we are both enjoying it because we're in the world of internet, and please let all take advantage of that God-given talent inside of us, develop it, and make life easy for all of us. Before I let you go, Mr. Mike, finally, your words of advice.
Yeah, quickly, before I throw out the advice, or my advice would rather be to the government. While the youth, I think we've spoken about theirs. When they see brains like this, they should pull them in and see how they can use them, grow with them, and use them to better the life of many. This young man now can affect the life of so many youths, mentor so many of his peer group. Take him through schools, take him through places. This boy can mentor so many people who would even come and do better things than he has done. It costs so much. If not his dad, who is helping to push The cost of sustaining, developing, because now they are not making money yet. You understand? But already the app is there and people are already using it. They have a lot of people on it already. You understand? It's a process. This is kind of people that respective ministries and we in the media sector too should be able to help push this kind of narrative.
And finally to the youth.
Yes, and you guys to the youth.
Yes. Let's put our creativity into action. Wow.
From a negative context. Let's do it from a positive prism. And always think on how to better our lives, better the life of our country. We don't have any other country.
It's Niger we have.
The only country where we get.
Thank you so much for your time. If I let you talk, you will not want to go. We do really appreciate your time talking about using technology to redefine our future. Mark Mohammed Iyodo. Once again, we appreciate your time.
Saluma, it's my pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, the program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's go on this break. We'll be right back after now. Stay with us, please.
How do I educate I wanted something new. How to grow up. And when I went to I decided
Hey, you're welcome to another wonderful episode of the #1 program for women by women.
I learned it in art class in school, but they only taught us the basic of crocheting in school, and I was very interested and fascinated by it.
But for the women, you know, we are, let us start from our own part of the world. We are a woman, there's so much expectation.
Since I'm not very lovely and enlightened, I want to say thank you for being with us today. And tune in same time, same station next week on your #1 station, NTA Channel 5. Today is Tuesday and the time is 7:30.
Good to know you are still there with us on the program Good Morning Abuja. And if you've just tuned in, you're welcome. Now, let's talk about human dignity. We know human dignity is essential in our daily lives in order to achieve our set goals. This morning, we'll be talking about restoring human dignity through rehabilitation. And to talk to us on that, I have a human rights advocate here with us in the studio in person of Shedrack Oka to talk to us on how we can restore human dignity through rehabilitation. Yeah, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right. Okay, when we talk about human dignity, I will know the meaning and the definition, you will know, but for others, we need to really educate ourselves more on that because we need this dignity inside of us to be able to carry out or to achieve any of our set goals at all in life. So educate us and take us through what human dignity is all about.
Well, thank you very much. I think the most common explanation I will give to that is the fact that every human being must know that they are superior created by the Almighty God.
Okay.
And the values that they need to project, self-confidence and their self-esteem must not be low, not by any circumstances.
At all.
The circumstance of your birth, your place, maybe job status, social status in the society must not make you to undermine who you are.
You want people talking you down.
Exactly,
Wow.
people talking you down and all that. So that's when it gravates, when it increases and persistently continue on an individual. It demoralizes the person, brings down the person's self-esteem, and that can lead into crime most times. So that is why from the space where we operate, especially the correctional centers, we try to talk them to know how important they are. Even in the state of their incarceration, the correctional facility, all hope is not lost.
It's not lost.
While they are there, they should behave themselves well, knowing fully that they are important. So it is that human value that we tend to elevate confidence, their esteem, to ensure they don't talk down on themselves or they are able to measure up with the society, they're not comparing themselves to others.
Okay, talking about elevating human value, like you just said, there's this big word before me, recidivism. When we talk about recidivism, what is it all about?
Yeah, in the correctional center where we operate, the prisons reform gave birth from prison now to correction, because the intention of government, when people are judged and sentenced to prison as it was before, it is to reform the individual, to correct the anomalies in the individual. So when people go to correctional facilities, they come back and go back to crime. So when you do not inculcate certain education and values in them, they don't see any hope outside the correctional facilities. They go back to crime. It is that going back to crime that is referred to as recidivism. So, but where we talk them to reduce, where you give them proper education, their value, to let them know that they are important, that they have a lot to contribute to the society, then they don't seem to go back to the same.
Okay, now in all of this, where is the place of fundamental human right in all of this that we're talking about?
Well, yeah, when we said somebody commits a crime, the laws that guide you, every crime must not be measured with the same stick, and that is why the laws are there to guide. So human rights, people even in the states of being judged, their values should be upheld. You don't break the law in trying to correct another abnormalities, and so people should be guided. That is why we stand against jungle justice. For instance, somebody have committed a crime, you don't take laws into your hands. Allow the authorities, allow the laws to take its course. So human dignity at all points should be protected, not to be abused nor violated.
Okay, now what is that, the passion inside of you that you're doing all of this, that you're rehabilitating people to making sure they come back to their real sanity and doing the right thing? What is this passion? What is the drive? Why are you doing all of this?
Yes, passions are sometimes, visions are born out of what you read, what you see, how you feel. I came in contact with a young lady called Dr. Sarah Abdullahi, and I saw her passion in going to correctional centers. And I asked,
why?
Why are you doing that? She shared a story.
Why?
When she was growing up, her young elder brother was wrongly accused of a crime he never did, that he stole something from a big man's house, and then they took the boy and locked the boy up in the police cell, even though he was a minor, for over 2 weeks. Eventually, they found that stuff. And so the young lady said, not everybody in detention is guilty of the offense they are accused. And that caught my vision. And truly, I can tell you, all through for over the last 10 years now, we've been going through, you hear a lot of stories. Some people, just a driver, for instance, who drove a waybill of fish. The car broke down 2 days on the road, and the owner of the waybill, the fish got rotten. Just with that, he was incarcerated into the prison, no access to phone to call anybody, and such a person was removed. Some people, they just mob action. You just pack people collectively, throw them in jail. You find out all those kind of stories behind bars. So when we look at that, we said, no, we must. Somebody cannot be in jail for 6 months because of 1,000 naira, because he stole something to genuinely feed, because the person is hungry.
But you say genuinely, but do you need to go still?
No.
You can ask someone.
Yeah, you see, people are not the same. That's why we talked about the issue of education, self-esteem. There are people who are so downcasted, household poverty, that they don't measure themselves up like human beings. They see themselves less. They can't even talk. So what is available to them is just to put hand and think maybe they're safe, to pick a cup of garri.
So such people need their orientation needs to be changed. Okay.
So if you look at them, examine them, sit with them, the process of education and rehabilitation, you describe that genuinely they couldn't have done that, but they are just pushed because of the acute, poverty or situation they find themselves. And I can tell you, over the last 10 years, over 10,000 people have been impacted, and good citizens, very, very fantastic citizens, through what we are doing.
Okay, reformation, correctional places, centers are places to correct, right?
Yes.
And to instill more values. For a while now, you've been into all of these. How has been some of your success stories so far that will make you to do more, like giving your own back to society?
I'll share three.
Three.
Just
Let's start with one.
Okay, one.
Okay.
There was a young lady that came from the southeast Nigeria to Lagos to stay with an aunt, and a young guy took advantage, and then she got pregnant. And the auntie queried her, pushed her out of the house. She just went roaming around. Eventually, what she was to give birth in the hospital, she gave birth and she ran away because there's no money to pay the bill.
Take care.
Eventually, the auntie was arrested, and when they found her, they tried her and they sent her to Krikri prison. No access to her child. We heard the story in one of our outings in Krikri prison. We heard the story. We were able to pay the bills, bring our lawyers, pull her out, put her in rehab, and now learned the job, empowered her, and reconciled her back to her child after 4 years.
Wow.
So those are some of the stories. This young guy who came to Kuje prison without a formal education, stayed there, primary, secondary, university. Now he's doing his PhD and has written over 5 books. Well married. And other people like that, they are drivers, we empower them, barbers, and living a well-cultured life.
Okay. All right. I want us to talk about security, because for you to commit a crime and send behind the bars, let's start from the awareness of, conscientizing people on what to do and what not to do before anything will happen, then send you behind the bars. How do you think we can conscientize our youth, whoever? We start with our knowing your self-esteem, build up your self-esteem so you don't indulge in 1 or 2 activities that could bring you down. How well do you think we should conscientize our people out there so that we can have a Nigeria free of all of this?
Crime, or where crime rates are minimally reduced. Thank you very much for that question. You see, security, a safe community, it cannot be done by government alone. It's a security of life and property is the duty of everybody, just everyone. And that is why at Shamis Foundation, what we do, we also have a session where we bring stakeholders together, CSOs, the media, civil society, security apparatus in all facets. We bring them together, and policymakers, where we brainstorm and come together to brainstorm on what to do to effect policy and human life. And so when we come together and we bring out a rich communique, and one of those fallouts of it, we go to schools, we educate people, just like you said. People should understand their lives are not the same. All fingers are not equal. If you don't have access to formal education, you can do informal education. You can promote skill, and you must take what you are. You must value whoever you are. Whether you fry akara, you can contribute to society as much as a person that has a professor. A carpenter is as important as a pilot. Both are important. A mercy is important as a pilot. And so people must understand these things very well. Once you understand that, you understand who you are, your value to the society, how important you are. I can tell you the truth, you will not have any need to jealous an individual, envy an individual, or to put hand is what is not yours, because all lives are.
Thank you so much. Before I let you go, there is this one very important question to me. How in the course of what you're doing, how are you managing trauma, mental health, and stigmatization? Put all of those ones together before we go.
Thank you so very much. We thank God that the National Assembly have passed laws, the government have passed laws to look into, especially those, we call them returnees, return citizens, people who have gone through the 4 walls of prison and they are not out, so that stigma will not be there. They will give you a clean bill certificate where you can get employed as every other person, so long as you are now out of that. So it is very important for people to understand, like we said, understand who you are, your value. You are like every other person. No matter your crime rate yesterday is gone. So you start living a new life and understand that God has forgiven you. You forgive yourself. And that is where it all starts. By the time you forgive yourself, it doesn't matter how somebody look at you or somebody say to you. You know, between you and God, you are a changed person. And you want to now promote a new value system. It is your works, not what you say.
Not what you say. If you say you are a changed person, we should see.
Show it.
Show it.
When you show it, no matter what they said, it is when they continue to see your good works, your good behavior, people will be forced to accept you.
And you are the best person to preach your message.
Exactly.
I was once somebody like this, but now, as you stand boldly to talk to people, people like, wow, this person is really a changed person. Thank you so much, Mr. Shedrack, for your time with us this morning and to learn your voice and to remind us again on what we need to do to stay out of crime and how we can restore our dignity and how we can, have our self-esteem back and be better society. Thank you so much for your time with us this morning. We do really appreciate you. All right, the program is Good Morning Abuja. Let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back after now. Stay with us, please.
Are you interested in being up to date with the pacey world of sports? Our rebranded Capital Sports is the finest bet for your doing so.
So, join us every Thursday live at 3 p.m. on NTA Channel 5 Abuja to talk sports for your viewing pleasure. Remember, you can be a part of this #1 sporting program. Join us on the analysis, views and opinions.
Good to know you are still there with us on the program Good Morning Abuja. And if you've just tuned in, you're welcome. And it is showing on the Unity Station, NTA Channel 5. Years we've been talking and conversing. Now let's bring you a musical break. Let's go this musical break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I must tell my mommy for you. For the little things you they do when they make me go low. Say you love me for your color. Cause the way you don't go, you don't clear, you don't do me bubble. I'm gay. I go run away from love. I'm gay. You don't finish me with love. Okay, your body fire go. Oh baby, why not you? I did your matter. Your body na chama na loya go. Say why? The fire go. Oh then tell why not you? Good body like Coco Joe. Yeah, you bust my head and I look Joe.
And it's not what you used to. I'ma show you love from the new school. And it's not what you think about. And I'ma show you how that we move around. Oh, they've been trying to get to me. Freedom is my remedy. Oh, they've been trying to get to me, but they never get far. Said she want to be my baby. Said she want to be my lady.
If you know, you know. But if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. Now you know. If you know, you know. You think you ball like sit down. Now you know. Now you know. Forget what I know them, yes. Agbabola. How much is money?
It's nothing.
Ballin'. Premium or nothing. Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know.
Forget what I know them, yes. Ayagaya. Ayagaya. Mbombo. Ayagaya. Ayagaya. Mbombo. Ayagaya.
And next is our weather forecast for today. Let's see our weather prospect. And with the weather forecast, we conclude this edition of the program, Good Morning Abuja. And we thank you so much for your time with us. And we hope we've been able to educate you, inform you like we promised you. Tomorrow morning is going to be another wonderful time with us on the show, Good Morning Abuja. Please make it a date. And from all of us here, we say, do have a wonderful day today. I've been your host, Deborah Abba Usman. Good morning.